Great, stats rising. Very nice. I'm almost breaking 100 in my rationale. That's exciting. I'm a little surprised the house is so quiet. I know it's only the first week back, but I was half expecting a big party tonight or something. I wander out of my room to grab a quick snack. I guess it's going to be a quiet night. What? No, that's stupid. We're going to watch my show. My movie is not stupid, it is fantastic. I think that your movie might be the one that is steeped in stupidity. Ah, there it is. I knew the Latin House crew wouldn't let me down. I head downstairs and sneak past the couch towards the kitchen. It looks like Sally, Isabella, and Rakesh are arguing over what to watch on the big screen tonight. I make my way to the kitchen for that light snack while I debate if I want to join in or not. Again, it's a group, 3 versus 1, get my most bang for my buck. So sure, I'll socialize with my friends here, especially since I feel like I kind of, didn't take advantage of an opportunity to bond a little bit more with Isabella. With that last one, now I can bond with Isabella and Rakesh and Sally. As much as I am curious about so-and-so's evil twin brother and the mistress they share, I think my film will make much better watching. Was that sarcastic? Rakesh, are you being sarcastic? Oh yes, I learned about it just yesterday, specifically so I could use it when referring to shows that you like. Again, you are learning all the wrong things from America, my friend. All right, you two, knock it off before someone throws a punch. Oh hey, Anne, but these guys gave up on listening to me 30 minutes ago. Hi, Sally, I actually just came down for some snacks. I thought everyone had gone out for the night. It was actually pretty quiet until all the yelling started. It's Rakesh's fault. He refuses to bow down to my superior taste. This would be resolved if Isabella would acknowledge that I have brought the better entertainment. Did you have an opinion, Sally? Oh, no, you don't. I'm not getting in the middle of this one. Which just leaves you, hun. Come on, be the tiebreaker. What? Why should I get in the middle of this argument? But now both Rakesh and Isabella are staring at me expectantly with the movies in their outstretched hands. I grab the DVD case from the two of them, taking a moment to look over them while I consider. Isabella appears to have some kind of TV show bootleg DVD. The back is mostly in Spanish, but the word telenovela catches my eyes. Rakesh, on the other hand, has handed me some kind of Bollywood movie. His case is mostly in Hindi. I've seen a few posters like this around the web. The others are starting to look impatient as I mull it over. I feel like I sided a lot with Rakesh when I was Max, and I feel like I didn't side with Isabella nearly as much. So I want to do a little bit more of the opposite in this playthrough. If you haven't noticed, that I have been favoring Isabella over Rakesh for that reason. And plus, I really do like the friendship and the relationship that Isabella has with Anne. It's just a really cool, I prefer that way more than the relationship, platonic or not, with Isabella and Max. There's just something about Anne and Isabella, because they're two very different people, and yet they seem to respect each other, and they seem to complement each other very well, and they seem to be able to learn a lot from each other. Watch Isabella's telenovela. I look at the two over carefully, tried to pick. I have to admit, Isabella's looks slightly more interesting, if only because I've never heard of such things before. I start to hold up Isabella's choice, raising my eyes to meet hers. When I notice she's been giving me a sultry look this whole time, I can't help but giggle. Oh, you were going to win anyway, Isabella. Sheesh, put it in and tell us what it's about. Isabella actually claps with delight as she grabs the case back away from me and plugs into the player under the big shared TV. Oh, you guys are going to love this. I used to watch this show with my mother when I was growing up. Every day I'd get home from school, and before I had to do my homework, Mom would tune the TV and we'd watch for an hour. What follows is essentially a soap opera. That's fun. The dialogue is all in Spanish, and there aren't any subtitles, so Isabel has to translate everything for us. I think that's kind of fun, actually. I've seen a few soap operas here and there. It seems like this one does all the same things with all the same tropes, but with intensity turned up to 11. I can see that. Isabella is eating it up, having a blast telling us what's happening. Some of the reactions the characters have are hilarious. It's also much larger than life. It's quite fun. Yeah, I would enjoy that. I kind of follow along thanks to Isabella's descriptions. It's pretty fun, and everyone has some good laughs. Isabella is, of course, really into it. At one point, she even takes my hand to proclaim how romantic it is that one of the characters fell for the lady, even though she's really an evil twin. She doesn't let go of my hand for a while, though. It's kind of nice. Finally, the DVD runs out and we all clap. Thanks, Anne. That was a lot of fun. A real blast from my past, you know? No problem. I enjoyed it too. You'll have to tell me more about this show some other time, okay? Ha! I could probably teach a whole class about it, but I'll fill you in sometime. La la la. We only 10 relationship with Isabella? Wow. Okay. Yup. Oh, our energy is going down so fast. Physics class job unlocked. Nice. Sweet. So we lose more energy with physics class. But we get more money. Huh. Interesting. So, yeah, this is where my energy, I'm going to have to start figuring out how to deal with my energy. So, I think, and the bookstore is still, yeah. Oh, yeah, so I do want to continue with my physics class. So I think what I'm gonna do, minus 12, that's a lot. And normally you only lose minus 10, so it's like an additional 2. So I think what I will do is, to offset the physics class, I will sleep early because it's so taxing. So I think, yeah, I'm gonna add sleep early, which will add an additional 5. So I actually end up netting 3. I end up netting 3 more energy than I normally would on a normal week. So I'm gonna try that schedule for right now and see how that does. So which means that I'm going to lower my grades a bit, but I think that's fine. I can always bump up my study time later. Yeah, I think that's the call. That's the play. All right, 50% energy. Let's do it. Monday, new event. Finally time for a new class. I haven't actually met this professor yet. I hope she's a good one. I've been looking forward to taking this class. And she certainly can't be any weirder than some of my other professors. As the final chime sounds, the professor walks in and steps up to the podium at the front of the class. Greetings all, I am Professor Merriweather. Welcome to Intro to Anatomy. I'm not one for standing on ceremony, and you're all here to learn, so let's get right to it, shall we? For starters, let's get a couple of you down here for an example. Any volunteers? I'm a little bit nervous, but I stick my hand in the air. It's always good to get yourself out there as a go-getter student. Okay, you there, your name? Anne, ma'am. Good. Come down here and stand over there. I start heading down the aisle to stand slightly to the left of the teacher. All right, let's see who else we've got. Yes, right there, Anne. Who else? Ah, Butch. Please come to the front of the class. I didn't realize that the butler guy was named Butch. I forgot about that. I think that's a really cool name for him. A rather small guy with thick glasses approaches the front of the class. I had requested that you use my middle name, Terrence. Please, Professor. My middle name. I requested you use my middle name, Terrence. Please, Professor. Oh, what an, interesting name. I wouldn't have expected that. The poor thing looks pretty flustered. Clearly he's not happy about the name. This is why I got my middle name. Nobody ever thinks I'm a Butch. Sorry, no nicknames. But, moving on. Butch, you stand to my left. Butch grumbles, but stands to her left. So, anatomy. We've all got it. This is an intro to it. I'm assuming all of you took a high school biology class, yes? I don't have to start with the basics. These are 2 humans. You got that? All right. You can never tell with the state of public schools these days. Oh, snap. She went and did that. So let's start talking a little bit about the differences between men and women. We're going to get in depth into some of these topics later in the course, but right now, it's good to understand which aspects are universal and which aren't. Just from the looking at them, the standard differences are apparent. You can see the young lady here, who was apparently rather unlucky in puberty, also sports the larger, childbearing pelvic bone. That's just basic sexual dimorphism. Did she say what? I can't believe she just said that. I'm probably blushing pretty badly, but I managed to stay quiet at least. The professor continues on like that for most of the hour, talking about the differences between the two of us, where evolution likely played a part, what parts are most likely holdovers from our oldest times. It would probably have been a fascinating lecture if I didn't have to be a living doll for her to point at the whole hour. Finally, she gestures for Butch and me to sit down. We head back to our seats as she finishes up her lecture. When the bell rings, everyone files out, a little overwhelmed. Anne, Butch, come here a moment, would you? I was almost out, too. Thanks for being my guinea pigs today. It's always nice to have volunteers. Oh, and glad to see you stuck to 102, Butch. Yes, well, I need the credits, Professor Merriweather. I hope I can count on you both to volunteer to help me in the future. Sure. I mean, it's for good. Don't burn any bridges with your teachers if you can help it. So you'll be happy to help. Well, I'm always happy to help, Professor, though I don't know how comfortable I'll be standing in front of your classes, especially if you're going to be describing me all the time. Oh, no. Mostly I'll probably be using it to demonstrate muscle movements and such. It's so much easier to understand on a live person. I'm sure you'll be fine. Plus, it means you'll get that much closer to the education. You seem sharp. I think you'll pick things up nicely. All right, go on. I'll see you next time. As we leave, Butch gives me a shrug and a long, suffering sigh. I know what he means. This is going to be a long quarter. That was interesting. I actually don't even remember that with Max's. Tuesday, new event. Alright, I think that's everything off my reading list for this quarter. The Brain for Dummies, Idiot's Guide to Anatomy, and my big book of the body. Professor Merriweather really doesn't think much of us, does she? Oh well, at least that's all done. Time to head home and get down to reading to them, I guess. So then I totally sacked him. I must have sent him flying like 40 feet, right? Haha. Then he gets up and he's all, "Where's my bed? I think I need a nap." Oh wow, apparently Chad and Isabella are out on the town as well. I have to admit, I'm not sure what exactly she sees in Chad. Maybe this is a chance to find out. Then again, there's no need to be a stalker. I mean, it really isn't any of my business. If she wants to be with Chad, she's her own woman. She can decide that. There's no need for me. I might be curious. I'm not that curious. So, I'll skip it. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go home. Whatever she's in Chad is no business of mine. That's what I said. After all, I could always just ask her. Yeah, true. I don't need to spy on them. I can just ask her. I head back to Latin House and hole up in my room with my basic anatomy books. They really are the most basic of books. Hopefully, we'll get advanced reading as the quarter goes on. Sorry, Bucks. Ya basic. Later that evening, I hear Isabella and Sally come in through the door, laughing about something. I guess something happened out there today. Oh well. It's alright. I got to get my energy if I'm going to be working physics class. It should be fun working with Dominic. I work with Dominic in the physics? Then heck yes, I'd be up. With Dominic to help him teach demonstration labs, though I'm not so sure about the educational merit of these labs. I'm not sure what it says about friction and weightlessness, but this is certainly rubbing me the wrong way. Ouch, no, that pun was not punishment worthy. Ow. This is a good day's work. Maybe I'll just head to bed. I've had a long day. I deserve it. Oh goody, I'm glad I spent $150 on books for a class where the professor doesn't believe in the power of the written word to convey his art. It's a quiet afternoon as I head back to my room from the bathroom. I wonder if everyone else has gone somewhere. No, Mama, mis clases van bien. Oh, I guess not. Isabella's door is open. Looks like she's putting away laundry while she talks to her mom, I guess. Los muchachos, tratan bien. Me estoy divirtiendo aquí. Si estoy trabajando muy duro en mis estudios, tienen un buen programa para maestros aquí. My apologies if I'm butchering the Spanish horribly. She's obviously pretty deep in conversation. I don't know what's going on, but I don't know if I should bother her. Of course, just as I'm thinking that, that's when she makes eye contact. Luckily, she smiles and waves at me. Still not sure if I should go in or not. I mean, she's on the phone. If she's on the phone, I'm not just gonna go in and, like, interrupt her, so I probably shouldn't. I simply wave back at her and move on down the hall to my room. I am a bit curious about what she was saying, but I guess I can just ask her later on. For now, I think it's time to just chill in my room for a while. Get that energy up. It should be fun working with Dominic to help him teach demonstration labs. No, go ahead, do it. One more trip to the nurse's office and I get a free footlong. Really? I'm heading home to take a shower. I'm done with today. I'm just going to go sleep and start over in the morning. That was interesting. Study. Cool. All right, 61% energy. Sweet. I think now we can do some more studying, and then I think having, let's see, we're organized, we're almost, let's see, so we're at 116 versus 68. I think what I'll do is, I'm going to add another bookstore clerk and try to continue bumping up our organizational skills, because I feel like we could use a boost in organizational skills. Our rational is going up pretty quickly. So I don't think I need to necessarily worry about that too much. Although this increase the rational by 3. Yeah, I could also keep the physics class, because we're getting good money in the physics class, and instead of playing chess, I could add more tabletop RPGs in there. That's actually a good call. I can add more tabletop RPGs in there. Yeah, I think that's the play. I think that's how I want to work this. Okay. Because I'm still going to get a +6. Because this gives me +5 versus +3. So I'm getting 2 extra here. So I think that's the play. I can, again, adjust this later on. But that's a lot of D&D. But that's okay. I could do with some D&D. I feel like it makes more sense to do more D&D like over the weekend. So we'll do, this will be chess. We'll do chess will be on Tuesday, and then tabletop RPG and table up RPG up to the wazoo from there. That sounds about right, I think. Okay, we'll see how this goes. I don't think what that professor did actually counts as teaching. Definitely screaming, but I don't think teaching. All right. Week 11, Monday. Wow, it's almost time for Valentine's Day already. Only another few weeks. I always used to hate this holiday when I was a kid. We had to make Valentines for everybody. It was so embarrassing. I mellowed out as I got older. I even enjoy it now, especially when I only have to give Valentines to the ones I care about. Still, I'm not quite sure what I want to do this holiday. Hang out with Dominic. As I'm trying to decide, I hear a knock on my door. Hello? Hi, Anne. Memphis. Hi. I think Max is out right now, but his room is right over there if you want to wait. Actually, I came to see you. I was wondering if you could help me out. With what? With what with? I mean, I don't know. I mean, Calm down, cute stuff. I just wanted you to come help me do some shopping in town. This is the kind of stuff that Max both hates and is terrible at. And well, you seem like a pretty trustworthy sort, so yeah, figured you could help out. I guess so. What kind of shopping? I don't know much about fashion. I guess if you need to find a book. Actually, I was hoping to find something for Valentine's Day. Just coming out with me? Just come out with me. Yeah, sure, I'll help. Somebody comes in asking for help. I'll help them out. Okay, I guess I should get my shopping done as well. Can you drive? Your chariot awaits, my lady. I roll my eyes good-naturedly as we head to his car. Cool. The trip into town is easy enough. There aren't a lot of stores right around the campus, but I remember the bookstore having a pretty decent selection of items than just books. We call it the bookstore because it's where we get our books. Really, Anne? Do tell. Really? Oops, wait. But they actually carry all kinds of stuff. Parking is always a nightmare, but we manage and get into the store to start looking. So, what do you think I should get? Honestly, I'm not even really sure who this is for, so I don't know what would make a good Valentine's gift. Well, she's smart, likes animals, and I don't think she eats meat. I don't know much more about her. I'm kind of hoping to learn more. Oh, is he going after Sally? That's sweet. Should I just pretend I don't know who you're talking about? Some of us would like to pretend we have an air of mystery, yes. I try not to laugh too loudly at him. We poke around the aisles for a bit, looking for the right gift. Memphis and I separate after a few minutes as I try to find something of my own to buy. I'm not really sure what this place has that would be good, but I think there might be some good gifts here. Now to just figure out what will make the best gift. Archaic bookstore, Mitchell's Arts and Crafts Shop, Vicky's Secret, Game Go, Geek Store, that has Dominic all over it. Walmart, Gift Emporium, 712, Convenience Store, Game Go, Geek Store. Wow, they have lots of cool things in here. Amazon RPG, Game Time card, ooh, or a guitar amp. Game Time card seems like a really cool gift for Dominic, so Game Time card. I hope this is good. Hopefully they'll like the Game Time card. Memphis is also hard at work shopping. Every once in a while we'll hold up some gift and I'll either nod or shake my head. He's being very indecisive though. It's almost a bit cute to see him this nervous. Oh, it's Roxanne. That's an interesting purchase. Jeez. Oh, Roxanne. You snuck up on me. I certainly didn't mean to startle you. I just noticed you out here. Roxanne looks at the purchase in my hands and raises an eyebrow. Shopping for yourself? Actually, it's for someone else. I see. How thoughtful. She's so hard to read. I don't know if she's upset or just analyzing me. I don't know what she could be upset over. So, has Max betrayed you yet? What? For Professor Task's class, I have informed my partner that if he is even slightly tempted to go to the professor, to tell me so we can make a better arrangement. Then again, if Max had betrayed you, I doubt he would have told you such. I don't think he's gone to the professor. We've made arrangements to study together. Oh, yes, I'm sure that slacker will be very interested in studying hard and trying to get an A with you. He won't be at all tempted by the lure of an easy quarter. Of a quarter where he can skip out on all the professor's classes without worrying? I'm sure he wouldn't. I mean, I can't get a C. He knows that. Of course not. I'm sure you'll be happy to carry him through the semester. I don't think Max has gone to the professor, but, well, I have to admit, he is a type who would be tempted by that kind of offer. Well, if I hear anything, I'll let you know, I suppose. Just watch to see if Max starts skipping classes. That's how you'll know. Roxanne smiles at me, but it's a smile without any warmth. It's a very calculated smile. As she leaves, I can't help but shake my head. Sure, there are some doubts, but I can't lose faith in Max yet. Hey, Anne, you think you've got what you need? Yeah, I think I'm good here. Who was that? Just a classmate. What'd you end up getting? I ended up getting a book I think she'll like. Nothing too intense. As long as it's from your heart, I'm sure she'll appreciate it, Memphis. Heh. Getting a little sugary on me, aren't you? Oh, shush, it's true. Come on, let's get out of here. Ooh, I'm hoping Dominic will like it. Oh, good game, man. I think I just barely beat you. How much on earth can one class have so much? How on earth can one class have so much homework assigned? Ooh, Ooh, it's Dominic. All right, that's the last straw, Williams. Hand over your standard issue science pistol. I'm very disappointed in you. I'm so sorry, Anne. Anne? Oh, right, unconscious. I'm heading home to take a shower. I can't believe Professor Task asked us to fill out a dating site questionnaire. I hope he doesn't give those answers out or anything. He said it was anonymous, but still. And what was the point of it? Dating? Whatever, I'm home. Time to get some rest. Maybe do a little studying. I'm home. Finally. Anne, can you do me a favor? Grab me a glass of water? Do not do it, Anne. It's a filthy trick. What the? Dominic and Rakesh are sitting at the kitchen table staring each other dead in the eyes. Each has a look of intense concentration on their face. Neither will look away from the other. I think it may be a staring contest? Are you kidding me? Look, it's not a trick. I'm just thirsty and I'm not going to lose. No, he will tip the glass at me. This is a no-holds-barred test of the iron wills of men, and he will do anything to win. Do not assist him. So much for rest. Oh, my boy's here? I'm playing. This place is definitely a little silly, but a staring contest? What's going on, guys? It is the truest battle of wits and will, the contest of competition between two men distilled down to its most essential piece. He's right. It's a timeless battle of wills between two combatants. Outlandish descriptions aside, I do know what a staring contest is. I meant, how did you get into this? I was helping Rakesh study for a math test. He is quite good at it. Unfortunately, math is not my strongest suit. I rather drifted off while he was speaking. He means he started staring at me creepily. At first I thought he was just listening intensely, but he kept staring. That's when I knew he was silently challenging me, and I stepped up. Actually, when I came around, Dominic was staring back at me. I looked away and he said he had won. That's because I did win the first round. Then you challenged me to a proper round. Just remember the stakes. Yes, if you win, I have kitchen cleaning duty for the next 2 months. But if I win? Yeah, in that unlikely event, I let you repaint my room. Oh, that'd be nice to see. You are going down to some kind of town. Maybe you will purchase some groceries. What? You can use the groceries to make comfort food to console you after your loss. In your dreams, you're gonna be the one picking out on loser food, Rakesh. So Anne, how about that glass of water? Seriously, if I look away, I lose and that's not happening. No, don't do it. He will use it to distract me. I could just get you both water. Then nobody would have an advantage. What? You can't put a weapon like that into the hands of the enemy. Aha! So you admit it is a weapon then. I knew it. It's only a weapon in your hands, you wily BU. Ha! Flattery will get you nowhere, my foe. You guys are being sillier than usual. You know that, right? Never a dull moment around here. Always something to amuse me. So nobody gets any water then? Bring the water to me. I will ensure that it does not become a tool of this war. What? No! Help me, Anne. My cause is clearly righteous. It is nothing of the sort. Help me to victory, dear Vishvala. Who is that? She is my Valkyrie in this battle, you fiend. Okay, you two, knock it off. Help me, not him. Try to make them both lose. I'm sorry, Rakesh. You should not be surprised by this. Nope, no offense. Nothing against you. It's just I gotta be with my boo. Hope Dominic wins. Ya la la. I look between the two of them for a few moments, trying to decide if I should really pick sides in this argument. Finally, with a sigh, I walk behind Rakesh. Leaning over his chair, I blow lightly into his ear. I am disappointed that you have chosen the path of evil, Anne. You will have to work much harder to break my iron resolve. He doesn't even flinch. Clearly, they are much more serious about this than I thought. Dominic is grinning at me, though, so I guess I'm just happy I'm helping him. I go into the kitchen and grab the glass of water he asked for a while ago. I set it down in front of them, then put my hands on my hips while I consider what to do with Rakesh. Thank you, Anne. You have chosen wisely. Finally, I walk around to Rakesh's side. Listen, you two, this whole thing is silly. This is probably the stupidest contest I've ever heard of. I thought you were more mature than this. I can't believe it's come to something like this. I mean, honestly, when I moved here, I came here to join people of a studious nature who could appreciate the college life of hard work and sacrifice.